Good morning, everybody. It's the Truth Serum, back at it, rise and shine. You see in the thumbnail, Vegas Matt, slot channel, my prediction. Now, I wore the shirt especially, playing on tilt. I'm always playing on tilt. I don't have those kinds of bankrolls. But who's this, hey Jets, who's this Vegas Matt that's on the scene and pounding away on these machines? We have the traditional slot channels, NG, the Big Jackpot, Mr. Handpay. We have the big, we have the heavyweights. We have the heavyweights up there. But Vegas Matt is rapidly getting traction. Why? And then my prediction. Vegas Matt, I believe he's like maybe my age, 58. I'm 60. Maybe Vegas Matt is 59, 60. He plays, his son is his sidekick. His son is in the mix. His name's EJ. Good dynamic. And then there's another third party who's a complimentary guy. And those are some good Scooby snacks in there too. So it's a good blend. It's a good blend. And then you see, it also is a father-son dynamic in there as far as psychographics of marketing and everything like that. But so I believe that now Vegas Matt isn't shy to bet $1,000 a spin. He's a successful businessman in many things, you know. You saw Vegas Matt in Vegas? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they get free play anyways. You know, see, and that's a good point the New York Jets 15 bring up. NG slots, NG, they give them tens of thousands in free play. The Big Jackpot, they give them tens of thousands, but they still put their money in. And then other haters out there say, oh, that's just a simulated thing. They're not really in the casino. Come on. I mean, there's just going to be not just people out there that hate and they're just jealous. It's jealousy. It's jealous. It's just jealousy. But of course they're going to get comped. With their handle, what they put through those machines in a year, they put millions through those machines. And then people say, oh, well, you know, somebody, you know, I heard that. Really? These guys are millionaires. They're millionaires. They're millionaires. You think they need that you think they need that? They get it from the casino. Because at the end of the year, they blow tons of money. They might not reveal it to the public, but they can. They're able to blow it. So Vegas Matt, I've watched. He's ascended with his subscribers exponentially faster than these other traditional 4 big channels, big slot channels, and he will get 1 million subscribers. Vegas Matt, you're never gonna watch this video. You'll never watch this, Vegas Matt. But I'll say it first. I'll predict it first. You'll have 1 million subscribers faster than any other channel that has attained 1 million subscribers, whether it's a slot channel or anybody else. Maybe not. Steve will do it. My main man, Steve, will do it. But you won't. You'll get there faster. And it's not just the slot aspect of watching somebody gamble and do the spins. Just, you know, abstractly watching somebody hit a button and see the outcome of a spin. They do a show. They do a show with dialogue. They're talking father, son. You got the other guy over there, the numbers guy, the thinker. You got that encyclopedia guy over there, and he gets his input. It's really nice, and of course the references that I hear come out of Vegas Matt's mouth, I can relate to because I'm from that same era. I'm from that same demographic of what he throws in there. What he throws in, the little sense of humor and everything. What he throws in there, he knows his viewers can relate to that too, and they continue to watch. Very savvy marketing concept, strategy. Very savvy as far as marketing goes. I got 4 degrees in business and marketing. I mean, that's very savvy there. That's savvy. They know what more you got to do than make $1,000 bets to keep a viewer watching and then subscribe. That's a big quantum leap. You get millions of views, and then then the trick is get somebody to subscribe and like, which I can't seem to do on my channel. Hey, Vegas Matt, I need some help over here. Why don't you start me a slot channel? Vegas Matt, and I will get 100,000 subscribers faster than you. Now, maybe not. If you're going to be my banker, I don't want to talk too much smack over here, all right? But if I had while we're on that subject, if I had a backer with my sense of humor and my knowledge about gambling and all these other fields of knowledge, you like to invest in success? Vegas Matt, I'm the guy. 2 60-year-olds rocking and rolling out in Vegas, putting these genius minds together. And then we got EJ and the other guy. Well, now this turned into what kind of video did this turn into? But more or less, I remember I would just view and I would see his thumbnails and I would just see this picture of this 60-year-old guy or whatever. And I didn't even realize what he was doing. Honestly, I was scrolling by Vegas Matt in the options of other videos. And then I looked up there and he was making these huge bets. And then I tuned in and then I was hooked. Very likable guy, sense of humor, a good dynamic with his son that's always there. That's why he was so successful in business. There's a test that's at hand, and these highly wealthy, successful businessmen, they figure it out. They have foresight. They can see ahead, and they know what is needed and necessary to get from point A to point B. Now, with that being said, you watch my videos, then you'll bank me on a slot channel. I already got the name for the slot channel, man. Now, I'm not trying to smooth Vegas Matt or because you know the truth, Joe. I call it like I see it. I don't have a filter. I had a brain injury, but because I enjoy life like a king no matter what. But I call it like I see it, and I'm not trying to smooth him or anything, but I'm just, as far as marketing purposes go, he figured it out just like he did in business, and that's why he got to where he got. Everything he does, of course, he might have had business ventures that failed because it's trial and error, but at the end of the day, he's a rock and roll. He's a rocker. And I like his enthusiasm and his attitude. And I think the same way. I'm 60, maybe he's 57, 58 or 60. And I like the way his perception and outlook to have fun. So that's the platform, and have fun. And then it's the show, the gambling, the dialogue, and everything else. Yeah. Yeah, these guys make it their life, like Jimmy Walters with sport. These guys wake up at 3 a.m. on a Sunday to look at 4 computers. Anyway, they wait for the line to go. Yeah. Oh, I love the action. Just love the action. Yeah, waiting for the line. I remember back in the days waiting for the line to put the lines down. I would already make up my own lines just out of my head because I was confident and I had a big ego and I didn't think any of those Vegas experts had an edge on me. So I would make my own line. And then when the Vegas line came out, I would compare and see what was going on. But a lot of my people would say, "Oh, you got a bad line, Joe." I'd say, then do what you got to do. If I got a bad line, then attack it. Or then you'd get other books calling because the people would say, "What's Joe's line?" The other bookies would say, "What's Joe's?" And they go, "Oh," then they'd call and go, "Oh, what do you got a bad line? Oh, geez, blah, blah, blah." They're going to middle us. Yeah, they're going to middle us. You're going to be on the other side of you're the one that's going to be paying the middle. You're going to be paying the middle. I'm going to be playing the victory fiddle. All right. So we're gamblers. We love the action. And I'd love to have a slot channel. But you know what you got to have? You're in competition. Now, you got those big whales. Even Mr. Mike's been pounding. Mr. Mike, he's been pounding lately. And then you got the husband-wife team over there. They pound away. You got 5 Mount Rushmore's slot channels. And, you know, it's hard for a 50-cent better or a dollar better or a $2 better to compete with them. You will get some people if you're a likable personality. But then again, humans like dirty laundry. A lot of people tune in to them shows, maybe consciously or unconsciously, and they want to see Vegas Matt drop 47,000 during that thing. Yeah, let's watch this millionaire get his ass ringed. You know, Vegas Matt in one video was hooked over $120,000. He was hooked over, and he made a little comeback at the end. But if you wanted action, he came on the Mount Rushmore. That was the Mount Rushmore. And of course, the Big Jackpot and NG have put some videos up with some huge bets. Getting the line in the local papers or the sports 800 numbers, those were the days amazing at Allah. Old school mod act, new government. I know. Yeah. And back then, they had Jim Feist with the book. Jim Feist was supposed to be the expert, and they would make all the lines. But I was a numbers guy, and I went crazy. I was schooled in math, statistics, and gambling, and I used to try. I went like Rain Man on numbers. And I had my place. It was just a cave. I was isolated myself, and I was just trying to figure out the best edge, which I did pretty good. I didn't make a lot of friends, but I did pretty good. I mean, but these slot channels. They're fun at night before you go to bed. You watch them and see how they did, and we want to see them bet, and then they get the haters in there, and Vegas Matt. You'll never watch this video, Vegas Matt, but you know what it seems like when there's successful people and they got 98 people. We love you, we love you, we love you. But is it just human nature that they're like, oh, well, those haters, and then they'll make a reference to the haters because, we want 100% of you're the best, you're the best. But there's the haters there, and maybe it's just human nature that, they're oh, that's not real money. You're doing this, you're doing that, and everything else. And the fact of the matter is, he don't need to go up there and deceive. I mean, he don't need all of that. He got to his status because he's a thinker, and he don't need to do that. I mean, Mr. Handpay, he's another one. Mr. Handpay pounds. Mr. Handpay, he pounds. And they're like, oh, he's got these slot machines in his basement. And and I feel sorry for Mr. Handpay because he's like, folks, here, I'm really using my real money, and I'm in an actual physical building. And I feel like they don't need to stress that. They don't need to stress that. They're addressing the negative replies. I mean, of course they get comped, but listen, these casinos are animal dogs. These casinos are worse than demons. They ain't gonna give any high roller anything extra than just bait to keep them pounding. So there's none of these casinos that are funding these high rollers. No. These casinos aren't funding them and so they could get a shout out or whatever like that. No. These casinos are dogs. They want your blood. They want to break and bankrupt Vegas, Matt, at the end of the day. They ain't in bed with them. They're doing a venture together under that roof, but they're not in bed with, they're not, oh, go ahead, Vegas, hey, could I get a 10,000 comp? No, hell no. I know hosts out in Vegas that would, no, they don't do that. They'll give you all the perks and comps to keep you there. They'll give you everything under the sun because they know you're blasting away on those machines. What the slot channel person has to do is they have to get merchandise, set up memberships, Patreon channels, and all that. They'll have a mug, they'll have a T-shirt, and then they'll make some juice. They'll get ads on their videos. They get monetized. That's the auxiliary income that they need. So Vegas Matt might sell 20,000 in merchandise that month. Well, then he could send that 20,000 in for his content, for his videos. So, I mean, there's commercials and ads in those videos. So that helps ease the pain a little. But if you think these casinos are handing these high rollers big amounts to play and it's all like, nah. I got Swampland reduced rate this week, down to $5 an acre. Can't even sell the Swampland. So Vegas Matt, I applaud you, and you are gonna be the number one slot channel before long. You're ascending so rapidly that, and I've watched these other channels grow from zero, and you're on a pace to just blow them out of the water. And if I'm right, you're going to finance a slot channel for me. I'm not going to make bets, but you're going to bank a slot channel for me. All right. You're going to ship me out. Remember what you said about manifest things into your reality? I'm going to do that. Manifest the things into reality. So when that happens, when that manifests, you're flying me out there, and we're gonna start. You're gonna interview me, and then I'll get 100,000 subs faster than you did and everybody else. That's all. And all I want is the room and action. Do whatever you want with the ads and all of that stuff. So that's that. Vegas Matt and EJ and the other guy, Cool Dude, will be the #1 slot channel. 1 to 9. It's no brainer. It's not even going to be a discussion. And when he acquires me, we'll be the top 2. And that's easy to see. You have to have that confidence and mindset in anything in life. You believe it as if it already happened, and then the events will follow. So check out Vegas Matt. He puts that money in the machine like there's no tomorrow and doesn't blink an eye, and he's still in an upbeat mood. It's a good show. It's a good show. You get everything there. And yeah, he was stuck like $140-something thousand when he was doing those $1,200 spins. I felt bad for him. It was great content. He made a little comeback, but Mr. Handpay's not shy about getting stuck 50, 60,000. Them boys rock and roll. We will be the 3 biggest channels. NG is going to slip down, and the big jackpot is going to slip down to 4th and 5th. It'll be me, my slot channel, Vegas Matt, and then Mr. Handpay. Okay? So if you need me to audition, Vegas Matt, if you need me, if there's a written test, I think I could do all right. I'll come and join the corporation. I'll join the corporation. Somehow by osmosis, in the ways of the universe, you'll see this. I have to really believe it, because otherwise it's 1,000,000 to 1 shot. So I won't slurp coffee on my videos either, all right? That's all. So that's it. I wanted to give a shout out to Vegas Matt and all the great content and entertainment him and his team give us every day, and some of the other good things he does as a good person. So thanks a lot, the New York Jets 15, for coming in here. I appreciate it. And everybody, be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. Never give up. All right? We can all rise up. Thank you.